Welcome to the 1204 Lounge, and thank you for joining me for our Black History series. I am your host, Anique Tyler, and today we are going to highlight and honor luxury fashion and costume designer Zelda Wynn Valdes, who began her career as a teenager by making a dress for her beloved grandmother. Now, initially, her grandmother was a little hesitant about allowing her to make the dress because she had experienced so much difficulty with dressing her tall and full-figured frame. However, she was pleasantly surprised, and she loved the dress so much so that when she sensed that she was going to pass away, she intentionally chose to be buried in that dress. Now, Valdes, although she was born in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, she was raised in the Queen City, which happens to be Charlotte, North Carolina. At the age of 18, she moved along with her family to White Plains, New York, where she earned the perfect opportunity to work in her uncle's tailoring shop, where she got up-close experience to exquisite craftsmanship and tailoring. The next great opportunity that leveled her up and positioned her was when she got a job in an upscale boutique. Now, although this was the perfect opportunity to prepare her for her future, it was also a difficult opportunity and time for her because as a young stock girl, she experienced a lot of racism and prejudice. But like most Black people, she was very persistent, she believed in herself, and she was resilient. And as a result of that, she worked her way up from their first Black stock girl to then their first Black sales clerk, and then ultimately and proudly their first Black tailor. And so that gave her a lot of confidence, and then she realized that, hey, I can do this thing myself. So she stepped out on faith right there in White Plains, New York, and she started her own dressmaking business, where she attracted women from all over White Plains that came to her to have dresses that were tailored to their frame and dresses that made them feel feminine and also that gave that upscale and professional experience that she had learned in both the boutique as well as working under her uncle's tutelage. Valdes then said to herself, okay, well, I'm going to take it to the next level. I'll start a business in Upper Manhattan, New York, or Broadway. And so she opened up her own dressmaking boutique, and she called it Chez Zelda in 1948, where she proudly boasted it as the first Black-owned business to be located on Broadway. And so having that next level of positioning once again attracted socialites as well as Black celebrities that came to her for that one-on-one special upscale and luxurious experience. Black socialites and celebrities such as the legendary and iconic Gladys Knight of Gladys Knight and the Pips, sultry and sensual Eartha Kitt came to her as a client, as well as the beautiful Dorothy Dandridge, who happened to be an actress. All of these women came to her at a time where they needed somebody that was professional, that could meet their deadlines, as well as create dresses that showed off their beautiful melanin and hues, and dresses that fit their beautiful curves. This was a time when Black women were really celebrating who they were. And then in 1960, Zelda Wynn Valdes got her overall claim to fame when she was commissioned by Hugh Hefner from the Playboy Mansion to curate and to sew the initial Playboy bunny costume for the initial and original Playboy mates in the year of 1960. Now, with all of this experience and my studies and researching the life of luxury fashion and costume designer Zelda Wynn Valdes, it really made me reflect on the times that we are in today. And it reminded me that we have a tendency to only associate luxury and quality design with European labels. But I think that it is high time for you and I to also an opportunity for us to redefine what luxury means. This is the perfect time to support businesses and designers that want people like you and I to wear their clothing. It is the perfect and ideal time in our history, in our current era, to support Black businesses and designers that create products that use us as the prototype. It's time's out for just complaining about it. And this is the actual time to put our money where our mouth is. I hope that you will stand with me with this. See you soon, and thank you once again for joining me for our Black History series. Thank you.